I don't think you're supposed to.
Like you gotta
How
sit
can
in the
I
real
be smart
chairs.
if I'm not supposed to?
You gotta sit in the real chairs.
Be seated. Can everybody hear me okay? Take that as a yes. All right. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today, especially those that traveled a long way to celebrate such a wonderful day for two people that we all care about so much. I was told that initially Chance had wanted to have the wedding in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. But Melissa wanted to have it in Tyler, Texas, and since we know who wears the pants here, we're here in Tyler, Texas. But we're here today to join in holy matrimony, Melissa Lundy Kemper and Chance Cornelius Green. I wrote Chance and Melissa an email asking them to explain why they wanted to marry one another, and I wanted to share with you guys what they wrote back. I figured that was someone who I feel so connected to. Melissa is the most caring, beautiful, wonderful, amazing person I have ever known. With her in my life, I feel as if I am completed. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that Melissa is my soulmate. And now I want to read what Melissa wrote. And I quote, "Well, I feel that my biological clock is ticking and I can't be picky anymore. I'm in my 30s now and I ain't getting any younger. Some might say I'm settling, and that's probably true, but Chance is nice and his family cracks me up. Spending time with the Greens is like living in a permanent episode of the Jerry Springer Show." Now, I thought both of these answers were real nice and sincere, but I wanted to expand more on what Chance had said about the concept of soulmates. Now, the concept of soulmates is an ancient one. One of the first recorded instances of somebody using that term was the Greek philosopher Plato, who said that a soulmate is essentially a person's other half. And people all over the world in many different cultures believe that we as individuals are all searching for someone to make us whole and to share our journey through life with. Webster's dictionary defines soulmates as one of two persons compatible with each other in disposition, point of view, or sensitivity. Someone for whom you have a deep affinity, a person with whom one shares many similarities and is temperamentally suited. So while you think about Chance and Melissa, it does become clear they do have a lot of similarities that they probably are soulmates. They both love to fly. They're both nurses. They both like to travel. And they are two of the most generous people on the planet when you really think about them. Melissa volunteers her time at an animal shelter. And Chance donated a lot of his hair to his brother Jay so he could get some transplants. I thought that was sweet. Melissa was voted prom queen on her senior prom, and Chance also was voted queen during his senior prom. So they have a lot of similarities. Those of us who've been married or are married know that there's a lot of challenges that you face, and the concept of marriage originated back when the life expectancy of a human was 30. So most people would be, most of us would already be dead. But it's said that we can't truly know ourselves unless we see ourselves through someone else's eyes. And the only way that that is going to happen is if we become vulnerable, let somebody in, and that can take a lifetime to do. So, Chance's brother Jordan has written a poem, and I'll read that for him. guess he spent a lot of time on this, I was told. I hope I can just do it some justice. So it's called My Brother Chance by Jordan Green. When I was younger, my brother Chance was very mean to me. His favorite thing to do was give me a wedgie. I hated it when he babysat me, and my least favorite part was when he would hold me down, sit on my head, and... Okay, I wish I would have pre-screened this, but as we grew older, Chance got more nice. I would only have to rub his feet one time per day instead of twice. But with all this torture, I still love my brother Chance, and I can't wait to see he and Melissa's first dance. Probably gonna win the Pulitzer or something. Very nice, Joe. So let's move on. Now, Chance and Melissa have each prepared something that they'd like to say to one another. So I'm going to go ahead and give the microphone to them, and then after that, there's going to be a special musical number by, so I want to make sure I get this introduction right, two-time American Idol contestant and president of the Adam Lambert fan club, Chade Green.
Alright, so I also wanted to thank everybody for coming. Melissa told me when she got married she only wanted 3 things. She said I want to have good food. I've got my fingers crossed on that one. She said I wanted to get married at a beautiful place. Here we are. I get this disease from my dad. Every time I try to talk, I start crying. And she said, I only want the people we care about to be there. So thank you for coming. I know a lot of you came along. So I wrote a little poem that's kind of a synopsis of how we ended up here tonight. Our journey began in the great state of Texas. You were so surprised I did good on my first test. We became study partners and it was a blast. Her photograph memory and my understanding made us top of the class. Then off to Tucson to put what we learned into practice. They quickly learned not to underestimate us. For the first time from Tucson, when we took our boards, all the hard work paid off. We both got perfect scores. We took our first job in a city called Elkhart. We'd already realized we could never be apart. We bought our first home, and we learned how to fly. Together we can surpass any obstacle, no matter how high. We decided to travel, and we did it right. Our time in Europe was one of the best times of my life. It wasn't the beautiful places, or the people, or the great weed. But for the first time, not for 5 weeks, every second of every day, you were always beside me. Then off to Savannah. We sure loved that place. The sunsets, our condo, our runs, and St. Patrick's Day. We learned Spanish, made great friends, and flew kites on the beach. And in that famous graveyard, another great memory to keep. Then north up the coast to Boston we went. You fell in love with bulldogs there at the monument. And in that great city, where our country rebelled against the king, is where I finally bought you that beautiful ring. We decided it was time to start settling down, move back close to family in a small, pretty town. A great job, a new home, with a swing to sit and watch the sun. You decided it was time. So we got Sweet Bentley in Boston. I don't think I've thanked you enough for all of these joys. You're a wonderful mother to our dogs. And listen, our future is bright. We have so much left to do. I know I can do anything as long as I'm with you. You know who I am. What I've done and where I've been. Yet you're still willing to stand beside me and take my hand. In this world where everyone believes different things to be true, the one thing I know is I'll always love you. So everything that we've done, you've made it so great. I know I'm luckier than most, because I've found my soulmate. My very best friend. My soulmate. The love of my life. I'm so excited today to get to call you my wife. Love you.
Just a small town girl, living in a lonely world. You took the midnight train going anywhere.
How was driving that boat, boy? How was driving that boat? You feel cool? You look cool.
Some win, some will lose.
Spike punch.
What can I do?
For a while, yeah, just waiting to be over. She's had a bachelor until there's nothing left. It's just too
No shot.
You've been looking for that little black
All right.
She has to be on her tippy toes.
Huh?
She's on her tippy toes.
I'm videoing them.
She's on her tiptoes. She's like slouched and she's on her tiptoes.
just get closer. Every time I look at you,
Is it apple?
I don't know
That's not apple.
without you here with me. You makes perfect sense. My best friend. My best friend. There can never be another best friend.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Chance Green.